Hello everyone, Alteredmaybe here, and today I wanted to make a end of the year video where I get to talk about my 2026 wishes and react to two Cyberpunk trailer that you guys suggested. I have 5 more suggestions from you guys to react. I know that, I remembered that, but one of them was quite long, so I didn't want to include it in this video, and the other one was related to Edgerunner, so I want to wait for the second season to drop so I can mentally prepare myself for the season. That being said, I know me talking is not as interesting for everyone, so I will put the timestamps below if you just want to skip to the reactions themselves. That being said, obviously I want to start by thanking all of you for being here with me, because I think making videos for YouTube was the thing that healed me the most. I like playing games, yes, but I love talking about them. I love sharing them with people, so to be able to find a community like this makes me so happy. I'm not gonna lie about it, but for all of us, what I wish is to have a 2026 that we can look back with a smile on our face. Because I know the definition of a good year changes from all of us, but I think if we can remember a year with a smile on our face, that was a good year. So that is exactly what I'm wishing for 2026 to be. For all of us, if possible, thank you. For the channel sense though, what do I want to do in 2026? Well, first of all, I want to finish Cyberpunk. And I hope to reach a conclusion where I can find peace. Like, I don't want to say I want a good ending, because under the Night City circumstances, I don't think a good ending is that feasible. So I just want whatever ending I found to be peaceful. Does that make sense? I want we to have a peaceful conclusion. That is literally what I want. I am craving for that. I don't know if it's a possibility. I don't know if it's in the cards with the choices I made, but I guess we shall see. The other thing I want is for Expedition 33, actually. There are 2 bosses that are kicking my rear end for quite some time now, so I am genuinely hoping 2026 will be the year that I defeat them. I'm not naming them just in case it might be considered spoilers, but the ones who know, they know. And they know how delusional I am, but a girl can dream, right? I will be dreaming. There are other games I would like to start. Alan Wake 2, I actually started it. I haven't finished it, so hopefully that will be a thing I do in this year. There are so many games in my wish list, or in my mental queue. There is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because I've been specifically told that I should play the second one, but have a recap of the first one, so that's in the list. I have Nier Replicant, and I have Guardians of Galaxy kinda at the top of this queue. But please don't take anything I'm saying as a promise. They are my wishes. Please don't hold me accountable. No, because it is very hard to plan these schedules, because sometimes out of nowhere, a game gets released, like Expedition 33, and turn your uploading schedule upside down. In a good way, in a good way. I don't regret starting to Expedition 33. I mean, sometimes I do, because I don't think I have ever cried that much in a game. I mean, the game deserves all my tears, but still, it was exhausting. But Expedition 33 was definitely not in my plans for 2025, but here we are. So who knows what's gonna happen in 2026. I just hope that whatever I play brings me joy, brings you guys joy. That's all I can wish for at this stage. I mean, of course, I have personal wishes for 2026 as well, but if I go down that rabbit hole, this video will be too long and boring, and we don't want that. So, without further ado, let's get to our trailers, shall we? Okay, I want to start with the official launch trailer, because I am quite in love with Wii after the last episode. And also because I didn't realize such a great thing I did in the beginning. Because in the beginning I was so overwhelmed by choices that I actually chose the canonical male V. So I am hoping this trailer will feel like my V as well, but yet again, I don't know what we're gonna come across, so let's take a look.
Test of a person's true value. Death. Facing it, staring it down.
Johnny.
I got you.
Pressure's tanking.
It's neurogenic shock. He's dying.
V, you in there?
My head. So what now?
Now, you find out what it is you need to do.
A thing of beauty, I know.
You've never backed down from anything in your life, even when you maybe should have. You go through Night City knowing a stray bullet could end you while hailing a cab. But that's never stopped you from taking action. You believe you cheated death. It is death that has cheated you. If you gotta kill, kill. If you gotta burn it all to the ground, then let it burn.
Elevate! On the ground, asshole! Don't move!
Out of my house! No!
Will never fade away. What you did to me, I know. Somehow I find a way, but I think of beauty.
Would you rather live in peace as Mr. Nobody, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory?
Will never fade away.
I love it! I love it! It is like a recap of my 2025! Like, the detail to use the speech of Skye. Like, when it was happening, I was crying all over. That speech of Skye was the best speech up to now that I heard in this game. Like, it's so powerful. It hits you right in the gut. It hits you right in V's sadness. It catches him where he needs to be caught. I don't know if that makes sense, but like... there were so many scenes, and also, like, I know this is the official launch trailer, but to pay attention to the details that they chose to put in, like, before I start rewinding and taking a look at it, like, I was surprised to see so many scenes from the Sinnermen. I haven't considered that as a building block for this game. Like, it was definitely challenging, interesting. I think they have every reason to be proud of that quest, because I think that quest challenged everyone in a way. I know it's not the favorite quest of anyone. I mean, probably there are some that likes it, but from the comments I read, you guys usually find that quest very irritating. But on its own, it is a very strong challenge of ideas in this new age, let's say. So the fact that they integrated so many scenes from that tells me they were pretty proud with that quest. I mean, you guys told me that it was very brutal before and they kind of fix it with the updates, and I saw the updated version, so maybe that's why I don't resent it that much. Could be. I don't know. For me, it was interesting. It traumatized me, yes, but it was interesting. To see Jackie hugging Victor, to live through that moment of loss again, that was heartbreaking. But Skye, God, Skye. I'm just happy that I actually had the conversation with the Skye as well, because it's really like a recap of everything I did. There were so little scenes that looked unfamiliar. Most of the things were the way I remembered them. This is my Cyberpunk wrapped at this point. What else I was shocked at few things. Yeah, the moment of Arasaka Parade being in the video. that is a good touch, actually. That was one of the most beautiful sights to witness in this game. I love Skye so much. I saw Skye's face again in the thumbnail. There are like Judy, River, I mean blood and violence obviously, but that is kind of the essential part of Night City. But I like how it focused more on V's story because it's the official launch trailer for V, and that is why I love it so much, because it's this strong story side that captivated me in the beginning. Because when I first started this game, I was very intimidated by the violence, by the chaos that was happening around us, and there were so many choices, so many details. It was such a new, cruel world that I wasn't even sure if I was gonna be able to continue playing, honestly. I was not sure of that. But then Jackie came along, and then the first story part hooked me, and the loss of Jackie arrived, and I didn't expect it. That was my worst fear, but I was counting on that not happening, because we were just at the beginning of the game. I couldn't imagine losing such an important character. I didn't expect to get attached to him that quickly as well, but I did. So from that point onward, it was just like holding on to the story even stronger with each step. And now I'm looking back and like, yes, after 9 months, I internalized the violence in Night City long time ago, that nothing really phases me that much. I mean, there are still things that phases me, but the amount of thing that phases me lowered dramatically as the time go. I mean, I think it was the episode where I discovered that I can use contagion with Shingen, that I solved the cyber psychosis in my own eyes. I am part of the problem. I am part of the problem that is fascinated by violence, I guess. Not in real life, only here, only in Cyberpunk. But yeah, I mean, God, what an adventure. I will be so sad when it finishes. Because I don't think it will finish like Witcher. Like, I know I said the same thing for Witcher, and yes, there is a hole in my heart where Wild Hunt once was, but at least I can tell myself that I have a fairy tale good ending. I can tell myself that Geralt is living happily somewhere. Yes, I have issues. I attach to my characters very deeply, so I need to know them. They are thriving in their imaginary world. That's how I thrive, and I generally don't think that's gonna happen for me. And that is scaring me. A lot, actually. But that has never stopped us, right? Right? There was this scene. Okay, so like Micah was introduced, all this cloud infiltration was included. I like how Voodoo Boy scene was included, obviously.
Has treated you. If you gotta kill, kill. If you gotta burn it all to the ground, then let it burn.
Yellow me? On the ground, asshole! Don't move!
Out of my house!
Absolute cinema! The soundtrack. All the people we ever loved and hated.
Or go down for all times in a blaze of glory.
Sorry, I got carried away. I didn't want you guys to watch it the second time. I wanted to watch it. Especially that scene, like if you gotta kill, kill. If you gotta burn, burn into the ground. And I hope we can manage to do that. I hope we can burn it to the ground and we never fade away. Ah! Why am I so emotional? Oh god. Yeah, I love my V so much. He's my baby. Okay. I will take a breather and check the other trailer, but I think this trailer is kind of in my brain, in my mind, had a stronger impact than the Bullets trailer. Because even though I love the soundtrack of it and the visuals of it, that is a very impersonal trailer. I mean, obviously, it's just announcement. The game is not there yet. I get it. This is basically watching my own memories play out in front of me. Because V is me. V is all of us at the end of the day. So, yeah, this hits on another level. Okay, the emotional baby is back. I am ready for the 2018 trailer. I don't know what to expect from this one at this point, so I guess we shall see. Show me.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else. Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion, but it's there, just around the corner, and it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams, and I'm a big dreamer.
You sound weird. Perfect soundtrack does exist. See, like this I wouldn't cry because this is less personal. And I think the first reason is the fact that this is a totally different voice. This is just like a random dude talking about Night City. It focuses on Night City. And seriously, I remember the like mini trailer kind of thing at the opening of the game and being like a bit traumatized watching the violence play in front of me. So I know that Alteredmaybe 9 months ago would react totally different to this trailer. I would probably be like, the fuck is this? What's happening in Night City? What is going on and why is this okay? But now I'm like, when he say like, yeah, the crime rates are the highest, but everybody still wants to live there. And I'm like, yep, that checks out. that checks out. And I love my jacket, by the way. I have that same jacket on me, so I'm very happy about that. No, I mean, the only familiar, like one of the questions I had in my mind while watching it was, why is there a kid in V's living room? But obviously all the apartments are like have the same structure. But in my head, that's V's apartment. So I'm like, whose kid is this? What's going on in my mind? The only familiar face we had is, I think, Hanako and Jackie here. And
it keeps you going.
My little prince. Yeah. Bushido was definitely in the cards. I just don't know why it's not the male Wii voice at this point. I mean, I can understand because there was a female Wii too, but Like, at least choose one of them. No. But there might be a lore about it. I am ignorant. I am sorry for that. But I think it is a good trailer to give the impact, that initial impact of what we're gonna come across when we arrive Night City. But, for example, like, back in the day, if I were to watch these trailers, the trailer that would convince me would be the launch trailer with V. Because it was the story that got me hook, line, and sinker. Not the violence, not the guns I can use. Don't get me wrong, I love being a net runner and I love setting things on fire. I love them. But they are the additional perks. But there are so many carefully crafted lore. Like, they actually built a world. Yes, that we might encounter the same NPC few more times. There might be some glitches in the Matrix, but the world this dystopian world they built, the details, like how cyberpsychosis work, how like chipping into the brim affects people, what does having the technology to chip people mean for people with average income, people with lower income, how does poverty manifest in a world like this. All those details are interesting to me, and that is why I fell in love with this game. But that is also why the game is holding my heart in its hand, because things can go terribly wrong and I might be terribly upset. But yet again, Expedition 33 prepared me for the perpetual cycle of sadness. So, sorry, why am I getting angry now? Okay, wait, is there any other familiar face other than Jackie? Like, I said Hanako, but I'm not seeing her. I mean, okay, our trainer is here. I don't know why I'm saying our trainer when I haven't trained with it. Like, I mean, okay, maybe a mini training with it, but I still have a lot of fight gig to do. I am not feeling mentally ready for them. I don't know what's going on here, but I am intrigued. Like, I'm assuming this is Afterlife. And that is Dex. Oh! Wait. Is this us discussing the Konpeki Plaza mission? Yeah, but none of the faces are familiar, but the device on top of the table and the money and Dex is very familiar. That's why I was like, what's going on here? She doesn't look like T-Bug, he doesn't look like Jackie. Well, I mean, he can be V, anybody can be V. Depends on how you designed V at the end of the day. Yeah, at the end of the day, there was no Hanako. I don't know why I thought I saw Hanako. No, the reason why I laughed about the Metro bit is I remember you guys commenting that when these trailers were released, there was this promised Metro that we were gonna travel with a Metro, and at the end of the day, that didn't exactly come to fruition other than few scenes of, you know, being in a cabin or just fast traveling. But yet again, since I was never promised that because I haven't watched the trailers, that wasn't exactly the biggest disappointment for me, but I just was laughing for that regard. Okay, I am so happy that I chose this order to watch them. Obviously, I didn't do that intentionally. So I can end the video on a calmer note, not with tears in my eyes. I am genuinely in love with the first one though. I genuinely like how it gave me a chance to have a, you know, a little somber walk in the memory lane and reminded me why I love this game to begin with. That being said, I am actually very curious to know, how did you guys feel when you watched these trailers? Because I'm assuming majority of you watched them before the game was released, before you played the game itself. I would imagine the V launch trailer wouldn't be as impactful if you don't know the story itself. I mean, I don't think you would cry. I don't think I would cry to that trailer if it wasn't me going through those memories. I'm crying for the things those visuals remind me of. I mean, I still think it's an emotional trailer, but it is hard to imagine how impactful they would be. So I would be really happy if you guys can share how, like, do you remember how you felt? Which one excited you more and why? It will be a nice little discussion to have if you guys have the time and if you guys want to talk about it, obviously. As always, we will continue these adventures in the next year as well. So if you want to be part of this journey, make sure you subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!